Okay. All right. Do you see Photoshop?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And if those of you think this technical difficulty was planned and think I'm scamming you, go do it for yourself. Because you're going to find the exact same thing. I got nothing to hide here. This is live on the air, okay? I'm going to zoom in on the Earth in Photoshop. You see the Earth?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go to Image, Adjust, Levels, and I'm going to bring the levels over here. And I'm going to bring the levels up. Uh-oh. What is that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. Why is there a square box around the Earth allegedly taken from the scientists on the moon in Apollo 17? And people wonder why I don't trust NASA. That's why I don't trust NASA. I mean, they're always out there saying, you know, Rob, everybody's trying to show you stuff from space and you keep rejecting it. This is why I reject it. These guys are liars, you know? Then you got other pictures like this, the blue marble, right, that come out. Okay, well, there's a big problem with the blue marble, and I'm going to zoom in here and show you what the problem is. These are all composite images where they are really not very good at Photoshop because they're using the Photoshop clone tool to replicate clouds. This cloud is a copy of this cloud. See the formations? They're identical. Identical formations, side by side.
Wow.
Right? These right here, side by side, side by side. See this kind of W-looking shape right here, replicated right here. This cloud is exactly the same as that cloud. You know, same clouds right there, and same thing on the other side of the world. They got the same thing going on. They got careless. Here, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the same formations replicated right there. These two replicated, same exact formations right here. This right here is clone of that right there. I mean, really? So you're telling me that we could take pictures of Jupiter and Saturn, huge, massive planets, and now we're out going to Pluto, but we don't have one legitimate picture of the Earth?
Okay, so we have the picture of the Earth. Now, if you take the picture and you turn it upside down, do a 180, you can clearly see over in the top corner right here that there is a subliminal message that says sex. It's spelled out in the clouds and it's as clear as day. And if you studied any of the subliminal messages throughout history, this is classic. This is exactly how it's done. They put the word sex all throughout Disney movies, in fact. The reason why is because your subconscious reads the word sex and then it relates that image to sex, a pleasurable thing. And the conscious mind is not supposed to see it, but your subconscious mind is being programmed. Now, what I do not understand, why are there subliminal messages inside of an official photo released by NASA of the Earth?
When you try and search for a picture of Earth from space, you'll find surprisingly few of them. In fact, all of them, including this one, this is from NASA, it's called the Big Blue Marble. All of them are composites. NASA will freely admit to them being composite images or CGI or Photoshop.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
I'm the idiot when NASA gives us pictures like this. The Earth from the moon. However, when you run it through photoforensics, it comes out like this. Clearly a fraud.
They're stealing your money and showing you cartoons and CGI. Wouldn't that make a difference if it was a globe or if it was flat? Because they keep showing you cartoons of a globe. They show you CGI of a globe. They're stealing your fucking money. If it's flat, that begs the question, hey, what the hell have you been showing us this ball for all this time? What have you been doing with our money? Did you guys go to space? Is evolution actually real? Did you guys just make this shit up? See, these are the questions we need to be asking. There might be more land out there to be discovered. There might be a fucking firmament up there. We don't know. They've stolen our mind from us and stuck us on a cartoon ball. They basically stole our minds and enslaved us by showing us a picture of a ball. Said, here's what you live on, it's a ball. And then they show us a different picture of a ball. And here's a different picture of a ball. And everyone's just like, yeah, that's the same place. It doesn't matter if the colors of the continents change. It doesn't matter if the color of the oceans change. It doesn't matter if the continents change sizes, change locations. Whenever I point out to people that the continents are changing sizes and locations, you know what they say? That's just the angle of the camera. All those pictures are taken with different cameras, and it's just the angle of the camera why they look different. The angle of the fucking camera shouldn't make the North American continent double in size. The angle of the camera shouldn't make the North American continent go from a green landscape to a fucking desert continent.
that's a great question. The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with humans on board, as well as landers or other components to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice, once up and once back. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
We have to introduce the concept of free fall. So let's use this model of the Earth. And let's enlist the help of a friend, Paxi. You might know her.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't figure out by now, I'm going to be the first man to actually tell you this, that teleportation is officially real. We are live in the ISS, and guess what? Teleportation is real. Let's go back and relook at that clip again. You see it now, watch. Oh, wait. See, this, ladies and gentlemen, should let you know that this is only done through the usage of chroma key. This is chroma key technology. This is green screen or blue screen technology.
And in school, I was just like you, probably all of you there. I tried my best. I didn't always succeed, didn't always do well, but I put my best effort into school. Math and science were kind of my favorite subject. I didn't really like English and reading too much, but I've since grown out of that, and I enjoy reading now. And I played a lot of sports. And all of that happened in a little town called York, Maine, across the United States from where we're talking to you right now.
As you have seen, when we are finished brushing our teeth, we can't use water to spool our mouth. So we just get rid of the toothpaste in a small cup like this, which of course, after a while, we exchange.
Spitting. That's going to be a problem. So we swallow our toothpaste, we swallow our toothpaste, we swallow our toothpaste, swallow our toothpaste.
So we just get rid of the toothpaste. So water is also very dangerous on the space station because we have a lot of electricity. So we need to be very careful not to spill it.
I'm curious, because I know you have kids at home, how do you stay close to your kids? Oh, wow.
Got these wires to pick this guy up here. Okay, that's it's a little bit more. So we can see your hand now. See if we can see your thumb.
We can see your hand now? We can see your thumb?
This picture, this area was really important to the Apollo 11 mission. Can you tell me, talking about the Apollo 11 mission, can you tell me where this set of craters is on the moon? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You telegraphed it. That wasn't the moon, that was Arizona. This was Arizona being blown up to look like the moon. Okay? You can go on Google Earth right now. Here's the location. Go find it. Here's a picture of Buzz Aldrin in front of a mountain, little hill behind him right there in Arizona. Oh, what do you know? The same mountain formation, and this is Buzz right here, supposedly on the moon.
Absolutely unreal.
Although it appears that the astronauts are moving in the moon's gravity, which is 1/6 that of the Earth, Percy notes that when the speed of the film is doubled, the astronauts appear to be running as if in Earth's gravity. Also, when the footage of the lunar rover is doubled in speed, it looks as if it's driving here on Earth. If there is no air or wind on the moon, why is this American flag waving? Lighting is a major flaw in the lunar photos. On the moon, the astronauts' only source of light was the sun.
They had no extra lighting, no flashes or things like that.
Yet in this photograph from Apollo 14, the shadows are cast in different directions, suggesting multiple light sources. Why do some of these images shot at different times and different places appear to have identical backgrounds? These two photos seem to have the same mountain backdrop, yet the lunar module is only present in one of them. Seemingly impossible, since the LEM never moved and its base remained even after the mission.
What a ride, what a ride.
Some suggest the same artificial backdrop was used when shooting two entirely separate pictures.
So Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning, and it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the poles. So it's not actually a sphere, it's oblate, and officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator. It's like pear-shaped. It's like pear-shaped. It's like pear-shaped.